Fucking with niggas.
Stop fucking with niggas, man.
Got married.
Swear she got a ring, dude. She don't return FaceTime.
I knew she stopped fucking with me. She unfollowed me on Twitter.
Wow.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Like, can we talk? Can we be real? Let's talk about this, okay? I remember the day. You ready to get in the conversation? So I remember the day that I said. No, I didn't unfollow you. This is you actually unfollowed me, and I unfollowed you back. Oh.
This is Mimosas After One episode.
Are we recording? What? That's not how it works.
Oh, yeah, we are recording.
We are recording.
Alright, we back. My bad. I didn't know.
This is episode 4. Okay, so this is Mimosas After One, episode 4. I am the coolest NY with my co-host
Eyob. That's the camera.
Yeah. That's the camera. And we got Sin in here with us. You want to tell them your ad?
My ad is Flower Frolicking on all social media platforms and Visco. Most important.
And what?
Visco.
What is Visco?
You
talking about VSCO?
Call it Visco.
You call it Visco or call it VSCO?
I don't want to call it.
Hey, this mic pick up good or no?
The VSCO.
Should we speak into it? No, I was just wondering.
But anyways,
I think it picks up pretty good.
Yeah,
most people in California call it Visco. So.
Oh, that's a Cali thing. Visco.
It's easier to say that.
How is Visco? Say
Visco.
VSCO. Lady 1, 2, 3.
Hey, say it 5 times in a row. Say it 5 times in a row.
Visco.
That's not that hard.
VSCO, whatever. It's the camera app though, but that shit pretty tight.
Yeah.
That's good.
Scared you?
No, but it's phenomenal. I connect with more people on there. My work's like way more regarded there. So.
Yeah, you be taking pictures and shit, photos.
I creative direct.
You're a creative director.
Yeah, I do a lot of things.
What you be creative directing?
Photo shoots.
What else?
Videos. I'm actually doing the marketing and social media work for a muralist out in California right now too. I'm also producing somebody else's podcast. So,
you're cheating right now on your podcast.
I do a lot.
Getting it in with your podcast, man.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm a jack of all trades. That's why when people are like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Everything."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shit.
You guys want a history rundown? This is like, this is our homie, good friend. Before she moved, and she moved. That's what happened.
Stop fucking with niggas.
Stop fucking with niggas, man.
Got married.
Swear she got a ring, dude. She don't return FaceTime.
I knew she stopped fucking with me. She unfollowed me on Twitter.
Wow.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Like, can we talk? Can we be real? Let's talk about this, okay? I remember the day. You ready to get in the conversation? So I remember the day that I said. No, I didn't unfollow you. This is you actually unfollowed me and I unfollowed you back.
That's always the story.
Let me tell you.
Unfollowing.
This is why though, because I made a comment about the fact that I feel like people should get out of Colorado to kind of broaden their horizons, and you clapped back at me and was like, "I'm tired of niggas saying that."
That you can't be black to be in Colorado.
No. But it's not that though. But it's not that. I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's never stopped my afro from being that popping. Like that's not what it is. So I think it's more of a thing of like. I live in like Hyde Park. Most people who don't know that's like literally Nipsey's hood. It's 90043. So I pass this store every day. I pass a black bank every day. I pass black yoga studios, black businesses on a regular basis. And so it's like I see 1%ers. I live by Leimert Park. I see drum circles, and it does something for your psyche. Right. Just to see yourself and people walking by, even if you don't necessarily identify with it. Oh yeah.
So I feel you. It's not like I was saying that.
She said neighborhood. That's exactly what she just told y'all that nigga.
Rolling.
Right, but I feel like it was misconstrued because I really don't feel like I'm knocking niggas for leaving Colorado. You know what I'm saying, to get a better black experience. Yeah. I just feel like everybody feels like you can't be black or have a black experience in Colorado because you're the minority.
But I tell people that. I just told people that yesterday on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? There's being like my neighborhood is currently being gentrified.
Like, there's shit niggas can do in Colorado and have a good time and still feel like, you're a part of the blackness here. But it's not. I'm just saying. Of course, in Cali, in the South, like you immersed in it.
Yeah,
you immersed in it. You know what I mean? You got to find it here, but it's here. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I don't feel like I'm less black because I'm a nigga in Colorado.
No, but I was just saying like travel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a whole ass world out here, and
he make me feel less black because I'm in Aurora.
You
be
are
saying there's nothing historic about it. So.
There ain't nothing historic about Aurora.
There's nothing. No, it's not.
There's nothing.
No, there's
fucking
nothing.
library.
Do you know what's historic? The only thing that's historic is that poverty moved east, and that's where everybody ended up. That's the only thing. There's nothing prevalent about
Aurora. It's just a place, nigga.
Yeah.
I be trolling, man. Ain't nothing historic about Aurora at all. But
y'all, were y'all partaking like in that argument?
No, I actually honestly.
So I'm gonna keep it real. I always got shade for Aurora just because, but
I do too though. That's how I feel.
the pig with the fit, the crazy nigga with the fit, bro. The nigga with the crazy fit. You know what I'm talking about? Remember the goofy ass fit? You're like, that nigga definitely from Aurora.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was talking about unfollow. I was about to block you, bro. I was like,
the
man,
Newport shirt, the Newport shorts.
But there just are certain. I'm sorry. It's just.
I want to hear it. East Side niggas, what's up? Like, what's the motherfucking like? What's the prototypical Aurora nigga? How do you dress this nigga? How does he speak?
It's funny because everybody used to talk about like the Dusty Crips or like Dusty East Siders, and I feel like Aurora is like mad dust. Like y'all are like niggas in Aurora most of the time, like the common thing. I feel like it's almost like niggas in Littleton or Gloveville but black. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
and I just feel like this is my thing, right? Aurora, I have no problem with niggas from Aurora. I just need everybody to understand that niggas from Aurora and niggas from Denver are two totally different types of niggas.
Different types of people.
That's all I'm saying.
It just is.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Y'all niggas started rubber bands on your pants. You know what I'm saying? Like that was hot. Nothing. We were just in big ass tees and shit. We were just out here, just dressed, just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was just out here like all niggas.
Like all niggas everywhere.
But it was just,
you know
I don't know.
It's just like little quirky things
that
that Aurora niggas be on. And this is a real thing. There's no hood in Aurora, right?
There's no hood. There's not.
You know
You can never
saying?
be like, oh, I grew up here and here, and someone would be like, oh, where's the?
You know what I'm saying? There's
I
no hood.
can't
There's no
tell my
hood in Aurora.
niggas.
There's no hood in Aurora.
Niggas know pure
Because y'all are out there.
That's
That doesn't mean nothing.
We know where the cigarette store at. We know all the liquor stores.
But I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I grew up by the Aurora Mall.
Where's your wing spots in Denver?
Like,
Charles,
Nigga, Weldon Street, right up the
Weldon
street.
Street,
It used to
you
be
go there
called,
all
it used to be
the
called
time.
Wings and Things, actually.
Thank you.
go here,
Thank
you go
you.
here.
That's like culture. Like there's stuff that's like there, not just memories, but substantial. Like
I get it.
I'm just saying.
we hear even this place. You know what I'm saying? This was like one of the first places I came to when I was in like middle school, elementary school.
Mimosas after one from Aurora.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's because we recorded.
Well,
in Aurora,
anyways,
don't mean
no, it's 2 out of 3 right now, so that means it's East Side. So you know what I'm saying.
It's just funny you brought it up that we used to the niggas out there used to be like dusty ass East Side crib niggas. That's how they used to talk at my school. I'm serious, man. I used to be like, man.
But they wouldn't fuck with him.
No, never.
Exactly.
They wasn't going to TJ or George on that shit. They wasn't going to East.
But that's what I'm saying. Nobody was going. Like there's just.
I know.
That.
I know.
It's fine. Just give it up.
Man. That's all I'm saying.
Agree to
That's all I'm
disagree,
saying.
sir.
No, I agree with y'all. We don't have nothing historic.
That's it. And then just like the whole mindset. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest,
I
bro.
already just accepted the L, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I accepted the L. Now what's the mindset?
I'm just saying, a lot of niggas in the world are like suburb kids trying to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to be hood, trying to be gangsters. Like a lot of y'all niggas grew up in affluent neighborhoods.
Yeah, it is
You know what I'm
like it is
saying?
trying to make it something.
Like-
What do
that's
you
not.
consider affluent though?
I'm just saying, everything in the world was, bro, a lot better than it was on the E and Park Hill.
I get that.
No matter what.
No matter what.
But you really think like Peoria 6 is affluent?
Not necessarily
No,
at this
it's not.
point, but it's not. I'm just saying, it's
You
not.
consider
You're not.
Peoria and Montview
You're not in the hood.
affluent?
You're not in the hood.
No, but I'm not.
But
saying,
you're not in the hood.
No, I'm not rocking. I don't care what you say. I'm just not rocking with it.
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's just
rock with
not.
it. You don't gotta rock with something to get rocked.
Oh my god.
Feel me? Episode 4.
Lord.
That's how we start this shit.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas know I'm about to not go hard for them, but I'm not about to let them just go through a blender.
Your whole moniker is I'm a dirty Aurora nigga, so like.
I don't give a fuck. I took that shit.
It's like,
So you know I had to say something. I'm not gonna be silent in the matter and then be like, next
Next
day
day,
be
like the
like,
dirtiest parts of Aurora, you know what I'm saying? To be like, yeah, man,
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
a
bad.
hood. It's dusty, bruh.
all the shit they discuss on there, like I get it. I know it sounded very stupid and redundant the other day when they was like, there's a difference between A code and Aurora. It's because they don't know how to articulate themselves.
The fact that y'all even gotta argue with each other
No.
means that
Thank
y'all
you.
aren't cohesive.
It's because these niggas don't know how to articulate it. That's the problem. I know what they're trying to say. it's what I've been trying to say. I said real Aurora is not past fucking Chambers going east. That's Centennial. That's Smoky Hill. That's all that shit. That's what I meant. Like Aurora's.
You trying to say?
That's what I meant.
Niggas are trying to say like Eagle Crest is an Aurora school. You know what I'm saying? Rangeview's not an
what
Aurora
we're saying
school.
is
Those are all Aurora niggas.
You know how you used to say you talking about the suburbs? That's the suburbs. You go Arapahoe and motherfucking no. You going
Just
down
because all of y'all went to Overland together.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Overland is Gateway to Central.
Ain't nobody. I ain't seen no nigga come out the woods and be like, yeah, nigga, Gateway, ACO. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody says that.
Nobody does at all.
It's just the Overland niggas. That's all it is. And I fuck with y'all.
You go hard for South? East side, South. No, you don't do all that. You say East side.
Yeah, that's all it is. I grew up on the E. But
what high school did you go to? I don't even know because it don't matter. You from the East side, right?
No, it doesn't matter what high school I went to. Just know I was a hidden gem in the world. No, actually, sadly, my high school. So I went to PS1 charter school. Most people knew that school as like being a school that was like.
I think it's more hood that you had to go to.
No, I didn't have to go there. When I first went there, I had to apply to get into that school. No, it was a really good school. I'm not gonna let y'all take me, anyways. So yeah, it was a great school. I had to write like
credit recovery and shit.
I had to write a report to get into that school. I actually had to have really good grades when I got into that school. I actually got my school actually went to every continent except Antarctica. They got to travel everywhere. Huh? I traveled to New York like 3 times with them. They went to Ireland before. Went to South Africa. Like they did a lot of stuff. But what happened
when
was
they travel to Africa, they go to South Africa.
Because it was to learn. I actually stayed in the class like a whole year. There's apartheid and everything there. Like there's a lot of like stuff.
I always be wondering, like niggas is always like.
That's where the white people advertise.
I feel like South Africa.
But that was also a safe place to like go. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna go travel, it was a lot. But yeah, it was a dope school, and then all the little dumb kids that were fucking up got sent to my school, and we lost money. And my school actually got shut down the year after I graduated. So it was kind of trash.
After you graduated, though, right?
After I graduated.
So.
No, I'm
fuck them kids. They don't matter at that point. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't. It's fine. Cool. Yeah,
it didn't affect your future. It's not like they looking at your resume like, oh, hold on, we just saw a whole
No, but it sucks to say like my school doesn't exist, and then most what people know of it is that all the badass kids went there.
Where was it? North, west?
It was right across the street from West High School.
Damn.
It's now like I think it's some like community. I don't know.
I'm learning a lot about you right now, man.
Yeah, man.
You got this.
I think it's crazy how many schools they like shut down. Like not even just here, but just everywhere in general.
Well,
and it's always in like
Yeah.
Black communities,
but it's even like
the
schools like DPS doesn't, to the best of my knowledge, I don't know if that's the same thing, but they don't even own like East High School and certain high schools anymore. They actually bought the buildings and DPS is renting them from there. I don't know if that's still the case now, but when I left, that was actually like a real thing.
You knew this, huh? I saw that approved.
And so they actually have offices, to the best of my knowledge, in some of the schools or whatever, because they're renting out space. So they don't even own it because the DPS was in debt. So I know that was happening before I left. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Glad you're talking about this because I saw it on your story today. You were like, get yourself educated, da da da. And I was
but
like,
who else is gonna do it? Like I barely even just like when I say financial literacy, like I just got my credit score together. Like that's something I'm actively doing now. Like I got my first credit card. My credit score last year was 365. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm about to hit my 700. So
snap.
It's lit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like stuff like that. I'm not learning. My parents didn't teach me shit like that. So yeah.
$750,000 or 800 credit score.
No, I take my 800 credit score all day.
Over the bread?
What?
Yeah.
750,000 can get you great credit.
If you have a good credit score, there's a reason you have it. So I'm guessing you have something in place to be able to hit that credit score. You didn't just do that by just popping up.
You wouldn't take the 750K.
But how'd you get back to
fix
700?
Hold
on. You didn't get back to 700 with 750,000.
Credit score. Like I just would take the credit score. I don't think people understand how much leniency you actually have with the credit score.
No, but listen, I'm saying though,
750 can get you that great credit score.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool, but
why
you
not
didn't get that great.
Okay,
so I'm thinking ahead of it because I'm like, cool. Okay, yes, I'll say that. Yes, I agree. Cool, but what I'm saying is, if you have a credit score there, there's
$750,000. I hope you ain't $750,000 in debt.
If you have an 800 credit score, there's a reason you have it. So that means you probably have a large range of like funds that you're able to spend. Okay, you can
get 4 credit cards now.
Credit, yeah.
You saying no to me? I'm like,
you have to have at
where's
least
your assets? And I'm like, well, I got
200,000.
200,000.
Like you have to pay these things on time. So if you have $800,
$50,000 or a conversation with Jay-Z. Why are you thinking about
at this time, I'm taking the 50,000. I'm not taking. Yeah, I'm not taking.
Niggas ask that shit on Twitter, bro. I promise you that.
You just settled for $50,000 in the 800.
No, like this is why I said.
Jay told you how to get your credit score.
I don't. This is why though, because like right now, like I'm thinking about where I'm at right now. Okay, you can't ask me about a credit score and money because my money's right now.
750,000 will help it a lot.
Oh my god,
I'm
cool.
just saying,
I would take the money.
Take the bread. Cool. Get your credit right.
I still said what I said
take
because
credit.
there's
Take
reason
credit.
I
Don't change your opinion because of us. We just trying to give you a different aspect.
Cool.
I just personally would take the bread, get my credit right. Now I have at least, $500K left.
Credit's
you know what I'm saying?
Man. That's fine.
And credit built. I can sit on my $500K for like a year or two to get my credit score up to 800.
Then your question is flawed. I'll just say that. How did you get an 800 credit score? You had to have some type of money and some type of like.
No, you saying if America just gave you two choices, like you just start brand new.
Okay, then I'll take the money.
Okay.
Cool.
So you thought there was like a history behind it or something?
No, I'm not saying that. I just think a little bit deeper into the question. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good. I like this. I like that because further we go along, that's what you should be.
I just figured if I had that, I already said it. But I feel you. Otherwise, I was
glad you said you're gonna take the 50 though, because I was like, dude, Jay-Z's not gonna help you with nothing. He ain't even giving you $1.
I wouldn't say that, but I would just. If I'm talking about right now, I would take 50 racks because I would be doing justice with that 50 racks right now. So
I think it's interesting that Hov ain't did nothing for ASAP yet, as far as getting out of jail.
So then, how do y'all? Okay, but then how do y'all feel about what he said?
The Ferguson shit.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him. I'm just like, yo, life hit you back, nigga. Yeah. That's how I feel.
I feel like the problem is a lot of niggas when they get money, they get detached.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The nigga was in fucking Paris during Fashion Week doing all this shit, and he became pretty Flacco. You know what I'm saying? He forgot. I don't even know what his real name is, but he forgot whatever his real name is.
I think it is like Raheem or something like that.
So like, I feel like that's really the problem. Niggas get money and forget about the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
So do they get money and forget, or do they get money and they're not a part of it anymore because it's not relevant to them? Like you have to really think about that. Now I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, I feel like you have to forget. Although you got money and it's not relevant to you no more because you're not in it. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta catch the bus no more. You don't gotta deal with nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? On the level that we thinking of, nigga, how can you forget? You know what I'm saying? How can you really
if Jay-Z can give a fuck, ASAP Rocky can give a fuck.
If Ho can give a fuck, if politicians can give a fuck, if you know what I mean, just niggas with money in general can give a fuck.
Because
who aren't entertainers. Niggas who aren't entertainers.
ASAP got bread, but he ain't in the motherfucking 9-digit fields, bro. Like over 100 mil, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
as far as like overall worth. So I'm like, you're not even in the stratosphere to be talking as far as like in that manner. So I'm like, I get. Look, if somebody asks you a question, I get it. You're in this position. I'm not saying he got to be in some deep think piece interview with anybody and be like, yeah, Mike Brown,
that shit's fucked up, nigga.
That's it.
Justice for my
That's
niggas.
it. You ain't got no research. Be like, that's fucked up. They need to change that. Some bland as fuck. Don't be like, nigga, I'm in different neighborhoods. I'm fucking hoes. I'm wearing these types of clothes.
What exactly, I guess, are you guys expecting Jay-Z to do?
I just felt like it was funny. Okay. I just thought it was funny. The Hov always comes through for niggas.
He does.
And that nigga's like, oh, you in jail in Sweden?
Nah, what happened to 21 was fucked up. He had to come through.
Oh, yeah, ICE? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
that's
I think he's an illegal immigrant, bro.
Like,
I would have never thought, bro.
Bro, that shit was hilarious. I had no idea.
Yo, the jokes?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Nah, they were, man.
Because over there talking about this nigga eating crumpets.
Bro, they was like, anytime he talking about a gun, they was showing muskets and shit.
Yeah, like, yo, the jokes that was getting off was lit. I'm sorry. Like, you gotta laugh at situations.
There was a joke. There was somebody that was like, they was responding to ASAP shit, and they were like, well, that's in Sweden. Sweden racism. Can't relate. Can't even fucking, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yep, that's exactly what it is. I'm not over here trying to get ASAP to give a fuck, but I'm like, hey, now we don't give a fuck back.
So my thing is, and like one thing I'm like really tackling now is like my ego. I think that's like everybody's biggest flaw in how we like navigate the world. And so as much as I would like to say, fuck ASAP, like you ain't here for us, like you forgot about us too, or whatever. As much as I would like to just whatever that is in that way. I also feel like that shouldn't negate how I treat somebody, and so You know, regardless of what you say, like, even if you don't love me and I love you, that's not going to stop me from loving you because that's just how that is, you know? Right. That doesn't stop my action and emotion and compassion. So I guess either way, you know, that's still like a black man. And not everybody's going to come to.
I still want him free because he didn't do nothing problematic to get in there. He just beat somebody up.
Yeah, who was, and I don't know if y'all niggas saw the videos.
I saw the full videos.
This little nigga was like following them niggas around, all kind of shit. Like, he was really on some weird shit.
But that's why we got to be careful because it's like, it really is an attack on black bodies. Like, not even if it's like an attack like that aggressive, like it really is, you know.
He ain't got security to handle that.
Bro, his security did handle it, but security didn't want to. Like, the dude was like as big as you, bro.
Well, the dude,
you know what I'm saying?
but
like,
the
no
dude
offense,
like hit the security guard. Though.
He did hit the security guard.
Like there was a whole altercation.
The security guard got the green light at that point.
Nah, I feel like he didn't do it because he's black in Sweden.
Yes, and you're.
So then ASAP was like, "Oh, see, this is when it's coming back on ASAP. He's forgetting he's black sometimes, maybe." Maybe.
I don't know.
No, I'm not saying you don't forget. He's actually black.
Really just escalated.
I feel like
kept following him around, kept
acting
on some bullshit.
Just
like,
and then of course you see ASAP Mob. Like you have these words and shit attached to it, like ASAP Mob, ASAP Rocky, and then you have big black men. You know what I'm saying? And this like seemingly, you know, safe
Eurocentric fucking place.
Oh my god. But that's how we always look on camera, you know what I'm saying? Like if you just seen that video, which most people just went off the snippet and responded versus watching the whole video, you would say that that would be the aggressor, you know? Like he literally tossed this nigga, like But that's that, man. You gotta be careful, yo. And people like, especially entertainers and stuff, like you gotta hand it over to the rights that be. You know, you need to let whoever needs to protect you and stuff like that.
Somebody like Jermaine Dupri, he need to hand it off to somebody.
I agree.
Yeah.
This nigga Jermaine Dupri had the nerve to say he doesn't understand. Well, not understand, but he feels like women rappers aren't really, you know, rapping. And he says they're all strippers rapping. You know,
all sound the same. Nobody standing out to be the best. There's no competition because they all sound.
Yeah, and which is crazy to me. Like
I feel like there's plenty of
competition.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like
you got Rhapsody out here to your whack. Like you got a whole spectrum.
And the crazy thing is, I feel like Rhapsody is always the one they always drag under the bus. Like this is thou holy conscious woman rapper. Like stop doing that, man. This is like her. Yeah. She's rapping right. You consider a rapper, singer?
I wouldn't put her in that category, but
I feel like I understand. Tierra Whack.
I feel like this is the most amount of women rapping
at one time. Ever.
But I think the reason it pisses me off is because it's like you have so many trash ass rappers. Like we've had a whole like.
As far as niggas are concerned, men rather
like you know what I'm saying? Like these little icon rappers and shit. Rapper. But nobody spoke up about that. Like y'all could do this mumble rap shit.
He wasn't at home over here press like.
I think was
tired of pump. He didn't say shit.
Sign one of them niggas. I guarantee it. We can
and also, I feel like that intimidates a lot of men, to be honest, because a lot women are supposed to be seen as like this very like conservative, dainty, like professional type of thing. But I feel like women are way more like sexual and way more outward and like expressive about how they like.
If you had an ass like man, you'd be shaking that shit too. I'm not even talking about you.
I always tell people that. I always tell people. But I always tell people if I had an ass, I would have been a different person. Like, that would have changed the game if I had a fat ass, like for real.
How do all women say that? What is it?
Because
but she just doesn't have only a fat ass. She can rap and twerk.
No, she can rap, but she's
time.
a beautiful person, and she's in the anime and shit. Like,
and my thing is, she's not even a stripper. This nigga.
She's not a stripper, but that's what I'm saying. We're not allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cardi B made a video fast. Sick talking about strippers.
Oh hell no.
She's like, I think there's way more.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like everything that we do is always fucking critique. Like, really think about that. Like, you have daughters. You know what I'm saying? I have a daughter. Like, everything is fucking critique. Like, my daughter's getting critiqued about her hair from girls that telling her she can't be a princess because her hair don't go past her shoulders. Think about that. Like, that's the things we really dealing with. And from birth, like, we always are like critiqued about how we look and how we do it and stuff like that. And I'm like, fuck that. Like, the best thing I ever did for myself is like accept the things I love and things I've done, and that's that. Like shit's lit. And look who loves me. Everybody fucking loves me because of it. And I give so much love back. Like that feels good.
And that's what sucks. Like we ain't on some like, man, these bitches rapping for real. I'm casually, I fuck with a lot of them. I like their song. I respect them just like I honestly respect some of these female rappers.
Like even some of these female rappers that ain't rapping, like they still got their little jig.
Like Cash Doll, like those types.
Yes.
But Jean Grey.
Jean Grey been a legend. I've been listening to her forever.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Her verse on that Wale mixtape back in the day was that Back to the Feature. Like,
yeah, Back to the Feature. I know what you're talking about.
God.
The thing that sucks though is like there are those men out there who are intimidated by that, and they always gotta find some reason to be like, see, I told you. They be over here trying to point that Spider-Man finger like, I told you she just works all the time. She don't know how to rap. Yeah, I just hop on social media and they be like, y'all men so intimidated. And I'm like, man, I just gotta. At this point, I accept it.
But see, it's not just women that are thinking that men are intimidated by them. It's actually like women that are like setting their shit and really standing in their thing that are intimidating niggas. Like that's what it is, and they're not running around saying I'm intimidating you. They're like, yeah, that's what I do, whatever.
I think it's been cool that women are like finally bigging each other up, but I feel like I guess really the problem might be to me, women still be having a problem with women. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
But you gotta think, like I said, like all of this stuff is a symptom. It's not the source. You feel me? And so when you talk about like women having issues with women, like we're meant to be that way. Like I'm not gonna sit here and talk about, I guess, like where my experience starts with that, but it starts from like a deeper place. You know, like we're supposed to be like that. It's like, oh, she's prettier than me. Oh, she's this. You know, oh, she has that.
Who usually got y'all pinned against each other overall? Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying. There's a source.
It's a public service announcement. Stop being a bitch ass nigga.
Exactly.
And hating on women.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says a lot about you.
They're not gonna take your job.
Stripping.
Probably will take your job.
Yeah. Working.
It's not your body, it's not your titties, it's not your pussy. So we got it, thank you.
And if it was, it's only that for now. Because it's gonna be another nigga. So.
Why is there gonna be another niggas?
I'm just saying, don't be over here looking at her like a fucking possession that's always yours. That's what I meant. Like, just like a chick being, you know,
it's
on a nigga.
just your turn.
It's just your turn. That's it. Shout out to Nerd.
Until you get married. And then still,
show
it might only just be your turn.
Yeah.
Until you get divorced.
Engaged.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
said that on Twitter the other day. I was like, I'm probably not gonna get married. Somebody was like, yeah, you're.
That's what I said. I was not like, I literally was not even in the mind state that I was even want to get in a relationship.
Nigga,
like I was living my best life. Like
I know I'm gonna get married.
Get married.
I know I am, but I want to get married for all the wrong reasons. I want to get married for the wedding. Like,
that's I want the wedding because I'm gonna get married for the wrong reasons. It's gonna be like an image thing if I did it, and that's the bad thing. That's why I don't want to get married.
For your image. Oh, man.
I
wish I could throw a wedding party.
My image is for the family.
I don't even want that. Like my girl, like she knows so many people, like going to HBCU and shit, and she just knows so many people. I'm trying to get married on like a beach with my feet in the sand and shit. And
dude, he gonna want to spend 20 bands probably and fucking divorce in a year. What's the point?
Lords.
Nigga, well, you gonna do a prenup with her?
Mimosas?
Yeah, might as well.
Do y'all really want to get married? Like, let me just ask y'all a question. What do you think that you want out of your significant other or your relationship? Like, what do you actually think marriage is about?
I know this sounds very unrealistic. I want 50-50 though, and everything. Because that's what y'all want now, so that's what you get. I'm not about to be pure 100% provider. That's how I want to do it. I want her to work.
No, which you shouldn't have to be, and you should want to be with somebody who holds their own. Like, that's the thing.
There's some women out there that just was ready to be housewife. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be like, this old lazy ass.
See, I think that rhetoric, though, it has to go out the window, because I think that's, like, changing and stuff like that.
I know you disagree with me. It's cool.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but
okay, how about this? 60-40, 75.
I come from, like, a place where, like, yeah, I'm going to hold it down for you. You just got to do your part. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying.
You come from a place. Do you know the culture?
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
My mom and pops was married, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that nigga was doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Although he was up to no good on the side, what I found out later, but, you know what I mean? It's just
but that's how it should be. Like, even with my girl, like for me, I was super insecure, like, being with her because, you know, she's, like, an officer, you know, in the Air Force, like, highly decorated, you know what I'm saying? She just got her third master's. Well, second master's.
You're military nigga.
You can get multiple masters.
Right, that don't drive a Camaro. You feel me? But now she's just very, like, I don't know. Y'all really haven't got a chance to, like, meet her like that. But, like, she's probably one of the dopest, like, people, hands down. And so humble about everything that she has. Yeah, she's phenomenal. So, but even like being with her, I was like mad insecure about that. But it just made me want to get up on my shit because I didn't grow up wanting to go to college. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up wanting to do shit. So now I'm at this place where I'm about to go back to college. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing my shit creatively, like glow up for real. But that's what it, you know, it is like. And people, you know, I think have like this very like skewed vision of like what they think marriage is supposed to be like. I need to know that we could pay some fucking bills. You know, like I need to know that when, you know, through sickness and health, like, we're really, like, rocking with each other. Like, unfortunately, like, she's been diagnosed, you know, with lupus in February. So it's like I'm at this point now where I'm really loving somebody through that type of sickness, you know, and that's a whole different thing. Yeah. And people so worried about here, like, who's fucking who and, like, where the fuck you been at, you know, when realistically it's about bigger shit. Like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, Sam, you always traveling, you always doing this. Like, yeah, but also 5 days a week I'm with my kids. You know, like, my kids are 11 and 10.
Right.
You feel me? I have a real ass life.
Looking at social media, oh, look at this fish you got in motherfucking wherever.
You know what's so crazy? I always say this to this nigga, but like, it's so funny. If I don't post it, I'm not doing it according to the world. You know what I'm saying?
But there's so much shit I post, but there's so much shit I don't post. Like,
nigga, there's so much shit I don't post.
Seriously, like, I do a lot in life, and there's stuff I don't post. Like, there's stuff I've worked on that has not been posted. Like, there's a lot of things that I do. Like, there's certain conversations that I have, and I'm not posting it. You know what I'm saying?
Buttons for all that later on.
Go ahead.
Privately, not right now.
Like, it's just hella interesting, the whole dynamic of how social media and people's perception of everything. Like,
so
we just take the simple fact, like, I got True Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? Sanaya's with me pretty much the entire time, too.
Yep.
But, like, nigga, nobody would ever think I have my kids because I don't post.
They probably thinking this nigga just wilding out the club.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like there's a time and a place for everything. And I just got to a point where I feel like, nigga, none of y'all actually care about my well-being, my children's well-being. You know what I'm saying?
You just want to know.
You just want to know. You know what I mean? So you don't need to know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the only reason, even like, I used to, if y'all follow me on Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I had that.
Snapchat no more.
Well, a long time ago when I first started. That's where my social media started. But I was like, I have a lot of conversations with people, and I use it for education. Like, I have my words of the day. You know, I had a lot of conversations about a lot of stuff.
Oh, word of the day was dope. My bad.
Thank you. But yeah, I used to do a lot of dope stuff through there. So I think the only reason now I even post is because I have so many dope, you know, just very deep conversations with people and just education and stuff. But I value like talking like this. You know, I'm not one of those people that needs to like tweeting. My tweeting is even different. I'm like,
It's crazy because I be wishing I could go 0 dark 30 on niggas. Like,
I did though one day. That's how it happened with Snapchat. I just stopped.
We got the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got all kind of little shit.
But that's how I feel.
You got a chance during our hiatus.
During our hiatus, I could have definitely, but it's just like, it's just like we got
that's
so much little shit going on.
But it doesn't feel so intrusive. That's why you have to like figure out, like, you can't let social media control you, you know, and figure out how to like navigate that shit. Yeah. To make sure you're comfortable. Because now it doesn't, I got off of Snapchat, I literally just stopped one day because it just felt intrusive. I was like, there's so many people watching it. I'm like, what are y'all looking at?
No, it's past Instagram levels. Like, at least Instagram, you could follow, you could look at their pics, who else they following, go follow them people. Snapchat is literally just what you post and that's it. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't have that much shit I want to release to the world all day.
Plus, I don't even know how to like use it anymore, like, cause it just is weird now. I don't know, but yeah.
So the real question is it a hot girl summer or a hot boy summer?
Hot boy, I thought it was city boy.
You know
hot
what?
Hot boys, city boys, we the same niggas.
What is city boys?
Hot boys, East, West, All Stars, City Boys,
what
West,
is
All
that?
Stars.
Like,
hot boys sounds way better than city boys.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna be honest.
First of all,
because city girls is all the ratchet bitches trying to take your money.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
And City Boys is the niggas in the fucking passenger
I'm gonna
seat.
No, City Boys is niggas in Aurora. Like,
straight bullets on the damn show. I can't believe it.
No, look, okay. So personally, so I was just thinking back to like all like when.
Niggas get money.
But I was thinking like it wasn't. I don't feel like it was supposed to be a thing where niggas was supposed to be like that serious about it, and I feel like it got taken too serious. I would like to say it's a hot girl summer though.
There's two things that got taken too serious. The men's reaction was unnecessary. Obviously, we always react to whatever y'all can,
which is ridiculous. Like we
and then the women who reacting to us reacting to it, doing the most too. You guys can't. I'm just like, just relax.
But they don't remember. See, everybody's too young to remember where that shit even started because it wasn't. It was. Y'all heard that song?
It was Hot Boys. I need a hot girl.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we was out here working together. You feel me?
And
now we out
it's
here
just
like
that Sweetie song. The little. What's that shit called? I keep seeing this shit today and it's annoying me. The My Type. And I was like, you know how many younger kids don't know about Petey Pablo's original? Yeah, they don't know. They don't know about Tamika. They They don't know about Keisha. They don't know nothing about that. All they know is sweetie to it now. So it's just like.
But I mean, even still, I just feel like Hot Girl Summer was supposed to just be like, yo, let's big each other up, let's do what we do, and that's that. That's
now I really got questions to ask though. Is that how it was presented to us though?
But why?
Really?
First of all, I think niggas
Really?
is mad. Let me just say, niggas are mad because we talking to them like they've been talking to us for fucking decades.
I don't
That's
feel like
all it
niggas
is.
are mad though.
I feel like dudes is like, I don't believe dudes are mad. Let me correct that. Y'all are actually handling yourselves. I feel like females got emotional, started reacting.
There we go!
Yeah, I'll say that.
I think the City Boy shit was a playful reaction.
Like, yeah, just like
it wasn't aggressive. Okay. It wasn't disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
All.
When did you ever see somebody say something about City Boys and it was disrespectful to the hot girls?
Never.
The hot girls was like,
this is
like
our shit.
Think pieces
but
and shit. It was like, I can't believe
it wasn't
this is
supposed
some
to be that
fucking patriarchal black man always down the black woman. I'm like, God damn, we just trying to be hoes too. I'm just like,
and that's what I thought was supposed to be.
Yo.
You feel me? So we're in agreement.
So you
with
just
that.
admitted there's all this hot whatever it is.
Yes, females took it way too serious. Like, it's not that deep, y'all. Like, chill.
It's just a hot summer.
It's a hot summer. You feel me? Like, shake some ass and throw some dick.
Summer.
Like, what's wrong? You feel me? I don't know.
Well, hold on.
It's
is
just
it
too
shake
much.
or like
She
I
said
feel like
shake some ass and throw some dick. Pause.
Either way. Alright.
Well, I mean, like, it don't gotta be that deep. It's not that deep, man. Have fun with your friends, yo. Like, we're like getting more grown and shit. Like, life is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? We out here glowing and shit. Stun's looking good, you know, like, yeah.
You guys agree with them though, getting on her case because she got, a man? Megan.
No, I feel like
they be like, how you the savior of all hot girls?
Because this is what I'm saying. That's how you start to separate like where people are at in your life. Because I feel like I could say I'm a hot girl even though I'm in a relationship because I like to have fun. I'm on my job and I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that is. Like I get to twerk and I don't have to feel weird about it and I get to have fun.
Yep.
But I think like most people are just like, oh, this gives me permission to be a fucking whore. Yay, turn up. That's what we're doing. Like even people being like, oh, my liver hurts because I've been drinking too much Hennessy.
Some people
hot girl summer is
50
over.
50 hot girl summers in a row, and if that's the case,
but I don't know, like whatever. I just
feel like really, if we're being honest, the hot girl shit kind of just opened the door for y'all to. I feel like this is what y'all really should have been doing. Regardless.
A minute ago, that's what I'm saying.
You know
like
what I
it
mean?
didn't. That's why I said it doesn't make or break
just
anything.
Living with no regard for like niggas' feelings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. You can be a hot girl, be in a relationship. You can be a single hot girl. You know, you can be married.
Hot girl,
you can be. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to the hotness.
There is. That's my point.
Don't be out here burning niggas. But
that's the thing. On that note, I'm going to say please get tested, guys. I know there's a free clinic to the best of my knowledge by Denver General. Please go get tested actively before and after you are having sex with people because that's the real thing. I'm very avid. Yeah, if you're gonna be hot, you're gonna be hot.
I saw some shit the other day and it was like it's too hot to wear a condom. You know what I'm saying? So if it's that hot, you better be getting tested.
And I really think about that.
Like, it's too hot to get tested, nigga. I don't want to get in the car.
They got AC at the motherfucking
but
hospital.
people try to make it seem like that's an uncomfortable conversation, dog. Like,
but the car ride hot as hell.
Yikes.
I'm fucking playing. Get tested, man.
No, get tested. Please get tested. Seriously. And I don't care like who tells you they got what. That's one thing that I was doing. Like me having sex, I would always go get tested, and it's not. Like it's gonna feel.
Should we get tested?
Before I always would get tested before I started having sex with a partner because I did not want to burn somebody else, and I would get tested after.
I'm saying there's scenarios where it's a one night stand.
No, it's not a one night stand. No.
So how about speak to the people that
nigga,
have.
My nigga Larry said, "Bro, I don't fuck random hoes."
Why would you do that? I really want you to think about that. How pissed would you be if you got AIDS or herpes because of a one night stand? There is no pussy, no dick that is that good. That is not worth it. I'm sorry. Like,
and you get the AIDS around the nigga.
No, I'm very serious though.
No, you serious?
Like, first of all, you guys can carry HPV, but it doesn't affect you. Like certain viruses are HPV, but it affects us. So you can give it to women, you know, and that can start cervical cancer. Like I had to have a biopsy because of abnormal cells and stuff like that. Like that's a real thing. You know, luckily I don't have that. But that's scary.
Made me regret some shit.
Like seriously.
Yeah. This is something I was thinking about, and I talked to Shorty about the other day. It's just a little crazy, nigga. The amount, like, everybody is so willing to give up their body. You know what I'm saying? But, like, nigga, I don't know anything about you at all. And I was just thinking about this shit the other day. Like, nigga, there's so many bodies I don't know what these women even like, nigga, like at all. I don't even know if
it was on a hot girl summer at all.
Nigga, I don't even know if you like flowers delivered, nigga, or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I do know you like fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to just bust it open, like. And I was just thinking, like, damn. Just me personally, maybe I'm getting older or something. Maybe this is
growth.
Oh wow.
I have something to add to that. I have something to add to that though.
But it's just like,
I think it shouldn't be like this, but I think it's actually maybe mid 20s, late 20s. Mid 20s, late 20s. I feel like it's definitely far more intrusive to let somebody in your life, like your personality. I'm not saying it should be like this. You get what I'm trying to say?
No, I get what you're saying.
It's easier to just get hard and just go.
But bro, Pete, why are we so willing to give up our body before we like even have a conversation or figure some shit out about somebody else?
Like that.
Is that a rhetorical question?
No, I feel like we've all been doing it. We've all been doing it, but why have we ever stopped to really think about why?
No, and what that actually, first of all, let's talk about what that actually does. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like female regard, like we receive. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like I'm always been like super big on like sexual wellness and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, you hold that energy like in your vaginal walls. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real. Like every time you have sex, your body has muscle memory. And so when you don't plateau or have an orgasm, your body remembers that. And so when you continue to have sex, it just keeps plateauing there because most women don't do exercises to release that energy.
Kegels?
Well,
Kegels? Am I tripping?
No, you can do that. But also, like, women think, just on that tip, like, women think, like, okay, I don't need to, you know, tighten my pussy because I'm not old. But it's not about tightening. It's about strengthening and strengthening your orgasms and strengthening
like
your
the same
control
type of people that be like,
at a younger age. Why would you not want that?
Pussy's a hallway. And then
which is not true. Your vagina also extends when you're aroused.
If they can give birth, women can do a lot.
A lot happens down there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But shrimp ain't doing shit, buddy. That's all I got.
It's not that. I don't even think it's that. Because I've definitely been with people who have, like, smaller penises, larger penises, whatever. And I think it's just more about the motion. But that's what I'm saying. That's, like, the just fucking thing is a symptom. Because it's, like, I had my best sex. And I was, like, my most, like, exploring my most. When, like, I was very sure about what I wanted. I knew what I wanted. And I would get what I wanted. And I liked that. You know, regardless of if it was women or men. And I had really great sex, like, for real. But strictly because I knew what I was doing, you know, and I was checking in with my body and being like, okay, we good for this? Like, yeah.
I agree.
Gotta do those things, man. You gotta take care of your body. Health is wealth, my nigga.
Do you know who needs to take care of themselves? Short dude.
Oh, God.
Bagel dude. She's not that familiar with dudes.
Does anybody know what his official height is?
It's at least 4'8", dog. I think it's
not 4'8".
I think Sanaya taller than him, bro.
So
I'm not even going front. Am I lying?
So he's mad, right? Just like, please.
I think he's the champion of like
short nigga syndrome.
Not even just short nigga syndrome. It's past that. It's not even just short Napoleon. It's like added with just the fact that he don't got no kind of juice. He's like champion of like, I'm a man who feels entitled to all of society's greatness, but I have nothing to offer in any way. Goes a little deeper. Maybe I'm going a little too deep.
I don't know enough about him to say all that.
I can, because that nigga racist. Nigga, I saw more videos. I showed y'all niggas.
I just feel like he's a short nigga in a tall world.
That's all it is. That's once again, like I said, how we got pressure to have big titties and fat asses. That's the same things with y'all heights. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to Liv about short niggas one day. What's too short for you if you were to date a man?
I've been with somebody who's 5 foot. I'm 5'5". So
no fucking way.
Yeah, but I was
hold up. How was that for you overall?
It
just
was
standing next to him.
So he had a Napoleon complex. Like I don't know what. Like I've never made him feel like that, but this was crazy. So he had a really nice car, but anyways, he would always make sure to put his seat higher than mine. No, he put his seat higher than
that shit
mine.
pulled all the way up.
I swear to God.
Pushed all the way up.
I swear to God. And I noticed one day, because I'm like very observant, I looked over and I'm like, this nigga's like up here. And I'm like, what the fuck? But I realized that's what he had to do to big himself up. But I don't know what that is, because like
looking over at you like this.
There's no point of it. I'm like,
they got 4 phone books. Like,
what you doing down there? Like, no, it was mad awkward. But
you want to grab that off the floor for me?
You already there, nigga. Like,
yo, you got me feeling like 5 a.m. giant out here.
But
Like,
I mean,
up.
it wasn't. But it was his own shit. That had nothing to do with me. Like, I kind of felt bad for him, you know. But he was like well endowed. Like, it wasn't like, you know. So I just don't get it. I hate that we do that to y'all because I feel like with women, we can change a lot about our bodies. You can never change.
Y'all can be any height, we still fuck.
Yeah. Like, we're like, that penis, trash. That height, trash. Like, it's just bad.
That
like,
hairline,
trash. Like, it's shit that y'all just naturally have. Like, literally, you can't do shit about that we just be, like, down to y'all about, which is trash. So, but I think even just, like, I don't know, just the whole standards y'all gotta live up to is fucking horrible, I think, sometimes. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, no, say sorry to that dude, Bagel dude, because he's the one who really suffered.
Yeah.
I used to think I was
Try
like,
niggas need love, too. You could just pick them niggas up and coddle them and shit.
But then I be around the average height woman, and if you Google this shit, you keep looking at me like, this nigga short.
No, I'm just listening. I ain't even saying that, bro.
The average, I thought he was just gonna talk shit. Average height woman is like, what, 5'4", 5'5"? Around there, 5'3"-ish to 5'5", right?
For what, women?
For a woman. In the United States.
Yeah, I would probably say like 5'3", 5'2".
Okay, so
I think that's like
I'm 5'9" on my best day. And I'm towering over her, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Can I ask
Is
y'all
that
a
the top of
question?
your afro?
No, that's.
I know.
Hey,
like,
nigga, with the fro, I'm 6 foot. What are niggas talking about?
So,
man?
question though, like when you first started, like, you know, growing up and kind of getting into like, okay, like I give a fuck about females now and shit like that. Like, what were you most insecure about?
That's a good. Wow, that's a good question. Nobody ever asked me this on the podcast. You want to answer first?
I don't know.
He's gonna be like, I was never insecure. I've been
Yeah,
ready
never
since I
happened
was.
for me.
Nah, nigga,
Nah,
there's
I'ma
one
keep
thing.
it real.
There's one thing, bro.
The only thing I've ever been like worried about is like, shit, is my dick big enough for you? Like, that's it, really. But outside of that, like, I really haven't. I've always been a confident young nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
regardless. So it's just been like whatever. My first girlfriend in middle school, nigga, it was crazy. She was taller than me. Niggas would never think this, but she hasn't grown since middle school.
Then.
You know what I'm saying? So now I tower over her. When I see her out in public and shit, I'm like, nigga, you remember when I used to stand on my tippy toes to kiss you?
It's fucking adorable. Dude.
You know what's crazy? It's the most. You asked me a question that was about.
But I always
when
feel
I
like
started
nigga.
giving a fuck about women, right?
Yeah, like
so
what
just
was
a young nigga. Okay, I was very insecure about not being able to kiss if that. A lot of those moments arise 14,
This
13.
is such an adorable moment.
I'm just
You know
being
what's
real.
crazy, bro?
No, I used to be over here like,
This is
how am I gonna do
vulnerability,
this?
guys.
Like, can I lip lock right? Now I be over here looking at him. She can't fucking lip lock. She can't fucking ride. She can't fucking shit, nigga.
I do always feel like kissing does tell you straight up.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
The kiss tells you if she's gonna be able to
Kiss tells
fuck
you all.
good, if he's gonna be able to for y'all. You know what I'm
Honestly,
saying?
if the combo good.
You know what I mean? Like kissing is big.
That's your first moment together. You
But
kissing.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like kissing.
I love
I
it.
like
feel
to
like
kiss
kissing
with
is
the
too
right
intimate.
person. With the right person.
Kissing is hella intimate. I feel like kissing is more intimate than fucking.
No, kissing is definitely more intimate than fucking.
It is, but then God.
No, it's not. It
No,
is
no,
way more intimate.
it's more intimate, but the fact that it is a problem, bruh. Like, come on.
No, I don't think not
I don't think
necessarily.
so. And people, this is what really did it for me. This is how I found out. One of the women I was dating, she told me, she's all like, if you're gonna like just fuck on women, you know what I'm saying? Don't kiss them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you kiss them, that's how women
different.
catch feelings. You know what I mean? That's how everybody.
Well, I think
involved.
in general, because that's like a spark.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
got a
kissing.
question, y'all.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever really fucked on somebody and never even smooched? Not
Yes,
a
I
thing?
did. I did actually. Yes.
I've cracked a couple
I
without.
mean, I had
kissing.
too. I was just trying to judge
Like-
y'all. I was gonna hide that information.
Like, yeah.
But
No, I have, and I think too, like I was able to like keep it at a certain level because of that. And I
Because you
realized,
didn't kiss them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because I
Kissing
think
is
it
like-
would have changed some shit for
Kissing
real.
takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like when
what's
you
kissing to y'all like full on blown makeout? It's just like I'm about to bite your lip, come back,
No,
stroke,
I'm gonna-
bite your lip again.
kissing, bro,
Yeah,
kissing.
I think there's
However
love.
that
Kissing.
transpires, yeah, that like
Not a kiss, but kissing.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do think it is different. It is a lot more intimate for sure. I'm definitely like,
Which is just crazy.
I love to kiss though.
But it's crazy.
But it's
Yeah.
just real.
Stroking is stroking, don't kiss.
Because do you know why? Because I think like kissing is like a second, like it's an additive. You know, you don't necessarily have to kiss to procreate. You feel me?
Right.
Like I think we put too much
Face.
emphasis on shit that's not natural biology. So
Yep.
you feel me?
You're right about that.
Like that is just what we're supposed to do. So I feel like that's easier to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, damn, Sam.
Yeah, niggas. I mean.
What the fuck? Oh, one last thing though before we out.
Alright.
Flo. Y'all saw that shit with all them fucking tons of cocaine on that shit? I know
Oh yeah,
you did,
the
bro.
JP Morgan.
Alright, what?
Nothing.
You
No,
wanna
I
do
said
more?
there's all kinds of ships with all kinds of cocaine.
Oh, I know that. But like, when have you ever really seen them report it?
Report on it.
That's why I'm so shocked. Like, I know this is always happening, but like, why JP Morgan in this instance?
So
There's agendas.
People try to break it down on the internet. Like, no, that was actually a ship that they vended out to someone, and
It's not even that though, cause it's like
not.
I don't even know if you've watched Snowfall at all.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, we can just take this show for example.
Yeah, because
You
that's
know
a
what
good
I'm
way to
saying?
present it, because niggas actually watch
Like
that.
this nigga Reed, you know what I'm saying, is a white fucking government official. You know what I'm saying? Who's pushing government agendas in different countries. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga sells guns in fucking, I can't think of what country it is in Africa, but he's selling guns over there, right?
Eritrea.
You know, no. But here in the States, this nigga's moving cocaine. You know what I'm saying? And he's moving cocaine with this nigga Franklin in hopes of this nigga moving crack. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's moving crack. So it's like, nigga, all of this shit, this ship that was caught, all of this, bro, this is nothing that they aren't aware of. Everybody knows what's happening.
Always a nigga named Frank.
His name Franklin in the
something,
show.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Frank Lucas.
I'm
All
just
of that
saying,
stuff is
but
agenda.
all of it, bro, like none of this is like.
None of this is a mistake.
This is,
Everything is
bro,
happening.
drugs,
That shit.
drug money, just drugs in general. You know what I'm saying? Have been fueling the U.S. economy, nigga, since drugs, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Miami, nigga, is built off of drugs. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Miami.
Like it's just
The
is what
war
it is.
on drugs.
The war on
is
drugs
just,
was a
bullshit.
fake
honestly,
ass
the
agenda.
war on drugs is actually what we're doing in Colorado with marijuana. It was always just the opposite of what they're saying.
You know what I
It's
mean?
the
Like,
business with drugs.
Exactly.
They just
Nobody-
eliminating
nobody-
competition.
That's why herb is legal at this point because they realized it was a commodity that they could make money off
Exactly.
So should they
and it
make
was
coke
a
legal?
test. All that stuff was
Should
a
they
test.
make coke
They
legal?
might
shit
as
in the
well.
streets.
I think they should make
So-
all drugs legal at this point, bro.
I'm not gonna say
like,
no, they shouldn't make
I
coke
think they should
legal.
make it
Actually,
legal.
I'm not gonna say that.
When you
Only-
say that, when you say that, under what context? Like, what do you mean?
Not in a recreational form, but I mean like decriminalize this shit to a point because I'm like people gonna do it regardless. Like,
but you have to
they're gonna
understand
do
that's a
this
business. Like,
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
the
when I mean,
decriminalization of it loses out on
that loses out on
private prison money.
Private prison,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like it's all.
So why they
fucking
legalize
circle.
weed by that logic?
Because at that point, bro, it's you make more money
You're
off of
making
weed
money.
being legal.
They made
than
so
you do
when
off of niggas
before
being
when
in
I
jail.
left Colorado, there or I
Because
think
we-
by the end of the first year there was 14 billionaires. Think of
No,
that.
I get that.
14 billionaires. You think?
But from Colorado,
Yes, Colorado alone.
it's just one black dude, right?
I believe so. I don't know as of now, but that's when I left.
That nigga went to East or am I tripping?
I think he did Robert Smith.
Mm-hmm.
There is a black. Do y'all know what he did?
His name's Robert Smith.
He's in tech.
He's in tech.
Boom. See, you know what you remind me of? That's Tony Reale right there off PTI from Las Vegas. He's like, you know what? Wrong information over there.
Yeah.
Alright, Sin. Man. We're gonna have more fun after this, obviously. You know what I'm saying? She here till the 16th. That's my person.
I know, right?
Niggas
Tell nobody-
know that.
Niggas know I leave
Till
tomorrow.
July
niggas, like-
16th, motherfucker. Fuck all that shit you guys got. No, we're not gonna drop it tomorrow.
I've been getting really bad at this, but follow the podcast, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
On
Scroll it out.
YouTube, Mimosas After One. You can see it, Mimosas After One.
Nah,
Follow us on
niggas
YouTube.
can't spell, bro.
I'm not gonna spell Mimosas After One. It's for grown ass niggas.
Yeah, no. You can figure that out. Like, where the not
Riley Freeman out there like M-E.
Yo, but I'm gonna close out by saying, like, support your niggas, man. Support your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really out here trying to do this. If you know people are trying to do it, you know, stop with the hating, like, click shit. And be out here and support what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree
if
with
it's
you.
good content and it's good shit, do it, you know?
I love what you said, but I still say keep doing what you're doing, even if you want to hate. Niggas gonna do it.
Nah, cut that shit out.
Yeah.
Cut that shit
No,
out.
we ain't cutting shit out.
But yeah. Either way, I'm the coolest N-word. This is Eyob.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sin.
This is Sandflower Falcon, y'all.
Shout out to my producer, my man Flo.
One flow, one big
Marcus
flow.
Flowers in here with the Rockies hat. He's just about to some Cactus Jack Forbes.
Doing big
Bro,
things.
I'm in here fresh every fucking week, bro. You should be on camera.
But that's it.